starting position on the riverside. We start in about 10 minutes, or no, 3 minutes from now. I read that wrong.
New meta start position. Oh, yeah. Well, everybody usually tends to fucking... Whoa, I don't want to get in this duel. Tends to start all, like, further back in the water. I like where DUI is starting. Be a
Here,
little
let's go
closer
ahead.
if they like, so you don't get pushed back right away.
We should get like a streaming guild, Coyote, and then we can have yellow tags so they'll be able to see where we're standing when we're explaining things.
We don't want to be in
I've
these
seen
bad
that.
ag tags. Well, hey, I got a streaming. Hey, it's Jim.
Jim, oh, give me an invite to Jim. So like, I left it. Last week we saw IX and I think it was IX and him both pull up to the middle of the arena, have a little bit of a stare down with each other. Fallen said his download's going really slow, so Fallen will be joining us in a little bit. I'm gonna ask him to go ahead and pop in TS just so we can talk with him. And we'll get started here soon. Wrong kill, I think I'm the top left. Let's see if I have Jim yet. There we go, I got Jim now. This GvG is going to get started here very soon. I'll be getting times, and we'll get going when we ask the guilds. Make sure they give me times.
Starting so soon. I'm ready.
Uh-oh, he just left the TS. I don't know what he's talking about. I think Fallen will be here soon. Is that him? No, it's not him yet. Alright, let's see. What's up, Jack Fun? How you doing? Love the stream. BGA? Oh, it's DUI versus IX, not BGA. Let's see. Fallen, still waiting on him?
Poked him.
You poked here? Or you poked Jen? I mean, Georgy.
I poked Jen. Okay, we can see some, did you hear earlier that, that's on the EU side, I heard that, the maps were all broken, and you could see everybody's, map pin on the maps, and like everybody was like on the same server, like as like a mega server, and they were all gathered in Stone Mist.
That's pretty funny.
Interesting. I had a screenshot I put it, but I forget where that went.
Oh, you should get me that screenshot in the chat.
It was interesting. Like, couldn't even go into your like your portals or anything along those lines.
So wait, what you're saying is they can only go into EVG, and they were all on the same server?
Yeah, pretty much. They were
That's
all on the same
hilarious.
type of server. Like you wouldn't get everybody's name. You'd get like
they're silver, but they'd be
server,
green,
yeah, like Silver Invaders.
like the Edge of the Mist was when it first came out. That's pretty funny. And I guess we need to change the stream title. You poked him already?
I poked him. I don't know what he's
Stream
doing.
title. He'll fix it. And we're now up to 50 viewers. Welcome to the stream. We're going to get started here soon with IX versus DUI, and then later tonight, Boo versus AE, which both of these are pretty high-profile GvGs. Obviously, you have DUI, who's the up-and-comers from Gates of Madness, I believe, is their server. And you can also watch a perspective stream on, I think it's EZ's stream. He'll be on. You can find him under the Guild Wars 2 page, and you can watch the stream and listen to us at the same time. And so you'll be able to see what's going on in the action. IX doing a little bit of roleplay here right now, walking towards the middle of the arena. I'm not sure what they're up to in IX. The guild started by Stonewall from originally a break off of SG, and they've really grown and become one of the top guilds in North American GvG. Oh wow, the roleplay from both sides right now. I believe there's going to be some kind of bowing the Chars
Look at the
versus
melee.
Tonics.
They're doing Ghost Tonics, and we got a full Char melee, it looks like. You know,
We got
usual.
Char versus Ghost. It's a classic matchup. And I think they're going to be bowing here to start.
Oh, you got one.
We're going to get a
Norn
closer
or
view,
two
maybe a
Norn
coin
in there.
toss for the side. Let's see what's going on.
RP is real.
Oh, and here comes the early salute from both sides. This RP is next level right now.
Yeah. I think they all bow to the.
And now DUI bows, now backing up back towards their side, some walking, some running. That was actually very entertaining to watch. 15 kill shot warriors, maybe.
Bro, I agree. If we did like 8 kill shots, 7 rangers, bro.
I believe that would be cancer, Coyote.
Man, that's next level cancer. I think that's worse than Venom's.
One of the things people are wondering about is how pirate shippy this match is going to be tonight. And I guess something we can talk about here is what are some things that guilds can do to counter like that pirate ship style of play, or I guess that heavy range pressure style of play. I know you're not a fan of pirate ship. or the term.
terminology.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's up
So-
to them to figure out. Can't think of anything at the moment.
So I mean, what are some things that these guilds might be doing against just to counter that kind of play, or
Well,
some
it
counter
depends
play? They
on
can do?
how many casters they have per se. If it's only 7, you just put a little more gank in.
Mhm.
Have your gank instead of attacking the other enemy's gank. Try to generate 2 caster downs before they fight the enemy gank, and then allow your melee to protect your gank at the same time, jumping on the gank fight when they see as possible. Ranger Pew Pew. I mean, Boop was doing it pretty well. I guess you could say towards counter comping at the end before we left was Rifle Warriors, Rangers. Full poke comp. It helps. The right mesmers, but I think like more or less to defeat that type of the pirate ship, you got to have everybody on the same page when it comes to that. And I don't think Hope had that just yet. It would have been more difficult given a couple weeks or a month or so.
I'm gonna put a little more gank into Kyotie, if you know what I mean. Coming from chat just now, Zapatista, believe we know him, and actually teaching your melee not to be bombed. That's definitely something that
Well, I
you-
don't know
you
if
have
you
to-
could teach your melee not to be bomb to bomb can come at any time. It's just
Yeah.
avoiding it, the leader's job to avoid it as well. And
I mean,
or if your
sometimes
melee times it up right and can witness and predict the bomb coming. It's pretty.
sometimes. Oh,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say sometimes you go up against a guild and you just can't predict them all the time. They'll do something you won't know where they're going, and that's really usually against some of the more skilled guilds have the more unpredictable bombs.
I wouldn't say melee's lazy. Melee's not. There's definitely things you could do to counter it. Bringing in more consecrations from guardians and other like walls and sanctuaries. But it's not that melee's lazy. It's just how Necro is probably the biggest power spike right now and can punish melees really easy. We proved that against other guilds, and NS especially proved that pretty well.
Alright, so I'm still waiting on a time. We'll get it pretty soon here, and the GvG is about to get started now. It's 9 o'clock or 9:05 EST, so we have DUI versus IX. This is, I guess, the first hyped up or major round of the tournament, and then obviously later tonight we have Boo, who's been dominating their matches so far, doing as many as they can this week, versus AE, a guild that we really don't know a whole lot about, but I'm hoping we get to learn something here tonight.
Oh wow. Well, IX is. Oh, it's starting right now. They're doing the
We didn't get a
smoke.
time, but here they go. They're getting started. Blasting smoke. IX getting that early stealth. DUI doing the same. Both guilds completely hidden from each other. When IX pops out early, it's an Ellie. He's going to go for that early range poke. DUI sees that. They pull back. But IX's front line is in the middle of DUI. Bombing early on them. They're pushed back towards their side. They're rolling back. The big bomb goes down. DUI pulling off, avoiding the damage, not losing anyone. And it looks like a warrior goes low for IX now getting ready to push in. They may have caught an Ellie here. That Ellie missed back into the train, and now IX are trying to push into DUI. Para leaping in for DUI. There's a DUI warrior down in the back, I believe. Oh, he's back
Yeah,
up.
move back,
It's a Ellie down in the back. He is still down though, and now they're gonna pull back here to their side. And I believe that Ellie is actually out of the match now. Now Stonewall leaping back into DUI. DUI taking a lot of damage, being pushed into their riverside, trying to avoid this right now. IX pushing in there to very low. They caught one DUI in the middle of that. It's a warrior. He's going to get cleaved out. Another DUI down, but they get the hard res off. The bomb's going down on them right now, and IX using the range pressure, trying to poke down Para's train. Para leaping onto DUI's front line, and now IX's front line, and now they're pulling back to their side, getting a quick and power off. Leaping back in, and the liches go up for DUI, or for IX and DUI. There's an IX player down in the gank. They get a mass invis on him. He's going to get back up, though. They're going to res him, and now it looks like they're pushing all the way to the side. 3, 4, 5 DUI are down right now in the big necro bomb from IX, and that might be GG. The driver is down as well. IX pulling off. That's the end of the round. So IX takes the first round. The score is 1-0. IX on top.
Ooh, that was a quick GvG.
Yeah. I mean, DUI really didn't look like they knew where to go, or they didn't know where to go in that round. They were pushed all the way back into their side early. You saw that aggressive, really the momentum
Engage,
went.
yeah.
The
He was
momentum
in
went.
Stonewall
Yeah,
went
go
in
ahead.
pretty deep right there. That was a little balls deep. Big and strong.
The stealth for Stonewall keeping him. I couldn't even see where they were because we're not on their server. And the stealth for Stonewall giving him the early advantage in the middle of DUI's melee, and that's really the advantage of that of those early smoke fields we see.
I think DUI is starting too far back. They're giving that kind of an advantage.
Mhm.
Stonewall has
They're-
that
well,
extra stealth, but I feel like they're going to get stuck back here in the water side like most do.
they made the mistake of instead of going forward, which, well, they went a little bit too far forward, and IX's stealth, I think, is much stronger than theirs. And the problem is that they sort of showed their hand a little bit early. They went toward that IX really popped out of stealth, and immediately Para went towards it, and I think Stonewall knew that was going to happen, and he was able to predict where they'd be.
Yeah, I don't like starting so far back in the water. you can get punished just for that start.
And I've got the full roster here. I don't have the next time yet, but I do have the full roster for IX right now. And the gank for IX is very strong tonight. They have Jaker on Mesmer, Finnegan on Thief, and Easy on Thief as well, and Ando and Sarasong on Mesmer. Oh, Ando and Sarasong is not in the GvG right now. And I could probably get the I don't have DUI roster per se, but I could probably figure out some of their players. And well, no, I'm on their. Wait a minute, I'm on their server. I'm so dumb. So obviously, and then for the gank for DUI, we have Nagas on Thief, Easy on Thief, and I'm trying to get a look here. They're all stacked up in Ataxia on Mesmer. Two very strong Mesmers in Ataxia and Jaker, as well as Easy, who's a Thief I'm a big fan of. He's been learning. He's been getting a lot better. A lot of people like tune into his stream.
Wait, was Easy the one that was in DUI at the time?
Easy's the one we've been watching for months, Coyote.
Oh, like back in the lower tiers, like tier 4. Probably.
Yeah. Same one. I'm a big fan, but I don't know about you.
He's a pretty funny guy.
So let's see. Is Fallen joining us yet? I don't think Fallen has entered the TeamSpeak yet. DUI's gank wasn't doing much fighting. You know, they were kind of forced out. IX is running. Well, they're running the same size gank tonight, but it's the same gank.
Yeah, usually IX is more heavy in the gank side, but seems pretty even. Then we have 3 gank.
They have 3 gank tonight.
Is it 3 or 4?
No, they're running 3 right now.
Oh no, it's 4 because there's 2.
Oh, it's 4.
Okay, no, it's
2 Mesmers.
No, 1 Mesmer.
Oh, it's just 3. So they're running.
They're doing the TA style, or what everybody's usually liking now, the 2 thieves, so they can get that smoke blast.
So it looks like it's identical comps right now, or at least in the gank. Necro-wise, I know that IX has, or DUI has 3 Necros, from what I can tell. And I don't know how many IX is running though. Let's take a look. Here, Coyote, help me count.
Oh, do you need my counting skills?
Yeah, you're much better at this than me. For red. I know there's
for red?
2. Oh, there's 3 for IX right now. Thank you, Persia. Alright, so they're both running 3 Necros as well. So very identical comps coming from both guilds.
I guess we won't get to see any of those magical different comps here tonight.
You never know, they might switch something up. I think what's going to be interesting is the gank fight between the two. It's really, when you have identical ganks, it's going to be who has the...
I think the melee is going to make the biggest difference here. IX's melee seems very fierce tonight. They're going balls deep.
Very fluid as well.
Yep. See, they're practicing over here on the sides, moving together.
Easy, tell the streamer that talking about me that Thief is the worst class ever. Okay.
Yep, Thief is awful, you know.
You think it's awful, Coyote?
Yeah, I don't like Thief. I'm more of a double Mesmer, 1 Thief person. The smoke field stuff can be countered. Just see if anybody can figure it out.
Thank you, Persia. The round's going to be starting at 6:00, so that's at about 1 minute, 10 seconds from now. And, you know, I think the thing that IX did really well was they kept the pressure up on DUI. They didn't give them any room to move.
Well, Stonewall was low in the middle of that fight, but he got a nice clean regroup while DUI was pushing back after they suffered some damage, and they're trying to get a regroup, and he pressured the regroup really well, which is something a lot of guilds tend not to do, or try to do and get punished for.
Still waiting on Fallen to join the broadcast, and TSM might be the wrong streak killing. Alrighty, so here we go. 30 seconds till the round starts. What do you think? What changes do you think DUI will make this round, Coyote?
I think they'll try to keep IX's melee in check, possibly. Let's hope so. Maybe use a little bit more necro pressure, use those liches at a better time, just to keep them off, and maybe punish IX when they're trying to regroup as well.
Alrighty, so the round's getting started here, both sides getting ready, getting warmed up, and there's the stealth is starting for IX as well as DUI, blasting Might, getting ready to go. I believe, is that? Nope, that's not that one.
Nope, that's just Jin.
Just Jin coming back. So DUI both
Oh.
in stealth right now. IX showing a few players early. They popped out of stealth. It's just gank. And now DUI, they didn't really use their stealth to their advantage.
Oh,
IX
look
though
at the melee
pushing on
right
them
there
early.
again.
They knew exactly where they'd be. IX now getting a lot of damage off, getting an early advantage.